Hi, I'm Clara. I'll be your guide for this short introductory video to the Secondary Writing Toolkit. There's a lot of useful information in here, but it can be a little overwhelming. Here's what to expect. First, why did we make this toolkit? Writing skills play an important role in students' K-12 success, ultimately influencing high school graduation and post-secondary outcomes. Being able to read and write doesn't just help people get better jobs. It helps them improve their lives and fully take part in their communities and democracy. So, to help educators understand and implement best practices, what works for secondary writing, REL Pacific developed a toolkit to accompany the What Works Clearinghouse Practice Guide, teaching secondary students to write effectively. In this video, we'll review the toolkit along with guidance on how teachers, facilitators, and administrators can use it. The Secondary Writing Toolkit is a teacher-friendly resource that helps English language arts educators, grades 6 through 8, use evidence-based practices to teach students how to write policy arguments. It is standards-aligned and engages students by connecting learning to relevant, real-world topics. Teachers will learn 3 evidence-based practices. 1. How to explicitly teach appropriate writing strategies using a model practice reflect cycle. 2. How to integrate writing and reading to emphasize key writing features. And 3. How to use assessments of student writing to inform instruction and feedback. Teachers will learn these practices through 4 modules. Module 1, Reading and Writing to Improve Students' Arguments, in which teachers will use exemplar text to highlight the features of strong arguments. Module 2, Writing Strategies for Planning, Goal Setting, and Drafting, where teachers will provide concrete strategies for goal setting and drafting strong arguments. Module 3, Writing Strategies for Evaluating, Revising, and Editing, in which teachers will explicitly teach students strategies for evaluating and revising their own writing. And Module 4, Formative Assessment to Improve Students' Writing, in which teachers will analyze student work to reflect on their own instructional practices. Each module includes tools for understanding and reflecting on instructional practices, professional learning resources and activities, classroom videos that model evidence-based writing, going deeper resources, and sample lesson sequences. For teachers, we recommend starting with Module 1 and taking things one step at a time. There's plenty to digest here and no need to rush. As teachers move through the toolkit, they'll engage in a simple cycle of learning, collaboration, and classroom practice. First, they'll explore what works through independent learning. Next, they'll come together in a professional learning community, or PLC session, to reflect and plan with colleagues. Then, they'll try it out in their classrooms, applying the strategies with students. Finally, they'll return to the PLC to discuss how it went, share lessons learned, and plan next steps together. To support this work, each school will have an instructional coach or teacher leader who facilitates the PLC sessions and checks in with teachers between meetings. While it's helpful for the facilitator to have some literacy experience and strong communication skills, the toolkit is designed so that anyone in this role can use it with confidence. The toolkit also includes ready-to-use materials that make facilitation simple and stress-free. In the facilitator's guide, you'll find everything you need, from session agendas with scripts to sample emails for participants. Everything is right at your fingertips and can be used as is or adapted to meet the needs of your school, your teachers, and your students. Administrators also play an important role in helping the toolkit succeed. They make sure teachers have dedicated time for PLC sessions and support them by using the lesson planning tool to guide collaborative conversations. To learn more, administrators can review the orientation slide deck and the administrator's guide, which include the same planning tools they can use to work with teachers. We hope these resources serve as a helpful guide as you begin this work.